I'm often amazed by the things that I get done. Well, because when I'm not, I'm in a constant struggle in my head. Should I be a thief? Two-handed axes are pretty cool, though, but I do want to sneak around. Does this armor make my butt look nice? I do have to stare at this thing all the time. What about enchanting? Should I do frost or shock damage? Do I even need that? Who does enchanting? Wait, should I pick eyes number 1 or eyes number 5? I haven't even started the game yet. Oh. And this is just the beginning. Wait until you have someone's life resting in your hands. So today, I wanted to list my top 5 hardest decisions in Skyrim. Let's get into it. Starting off with number 5, we have killing and eating Brother Varus. This is found in the quest The Taste of Death, which you can start in Markarth. Now, I don't want to eat anybody. And this Brother Varus, he seems nice. He's just been trying to keep the city out of the Hall of the Dead, so they don't have to see their loved ones, all weird and desecrated. No, I mean more than usual. Someone's been sneaking in here and eating the corpses. Hey, Grandma's missing a chunk out of her shoulder, and her arms are gone. Grandma's arms are gone! So, yeah. Brother Varus is trying to figure out what's going on. I've got no problem with that. But it's a Daedric quest, and they're always more fun when you cause mayhem. So you get approached by Aola, and she wants you to be a cannibal. You go and clear out a cave for all of her cannibal buddies, and she says, hey, thank you, let's celebrate. I'll bring the cheese and the wine, and you bring that one priest guy so we can suck out his bone marrow. Yay! So you bring Varus to this place called Reachcliff Cave, and the entire time you're thinking, am I really going to do this? I mean, he's so unsuspecting. Am I really going to lure an innocent man to his death so that, I can talk to a Namira so that I can get a Daedric artifact, which is a ring. It's not even like this really cool axe or a staff or... Damn, this chick is hot. Yeah, I better. So you lead Varus up to a stone slab, which already has blood on it, where he's been promised a good nap before dinner. Yeah, again, very unsuspecting this man is. And now the choice is yours. Do you do it? Remember, you can still turn around and kill all of the cannibals. It's not too late. But if you do go ahead, you kill Varus and then you feed on his corpse in front of all of the party guests. So this one is tough. Spare the life of an innocent man, although he is really dumb. He's probably going to get himself killed soon anyway. Or make a bunch of new friends who like the same kind of cuisine you do. And get a Daedric artifact as well. Number 4, we have Saving Sadia or Not. You face this during the quest In My Time of Need, which you can start in Whiterun after being approached by Alakir warriors. Ultimately, it's a game of, who seems to be telling more of the truth? And you might not get a solid answer, but there are hints on both sides that are going to help you decide. So, to start off, a group of Alakir, they're trying to find a woman named Sadia. Well, she happens to be the Bannered Mare, so you tell her what's going on, and she begs you to protect her, specifically by killing the leader of this hunting party against her, known as Kamatu. Whoa. Lady, I just met you. You already want me to kill someone. But the thing is, she claims to be a noble woman from Hammerfell. Her real name is Amon. Apparently, she had spoken out against the Aldemari Dominion, and so they hired these Alakir warriors to then capture her and bring her to them. But the problem is, though, Red Guards don't like the Aldemari Dominion, right? Hammerfell was just in a huge war with them, so Sadia speaking out against them wouldn't really be a problem. Everyone in Hammerfell is speaking out against them. You'd think they would need to hire, not Red Guards, but like a High Elf mercenary group, or a Khajiit mercenary group. Now, after she explains this, she's going to send you to Swindler's Den to deal with these people. And at the very end of it is where you can hear Kamatu's side of the story. He says that she's lying. She actually betrayed a Redguard city during the war, giving up very vital information, and because of that, it was captured by the Aldemari Dominion. So these Alakir warriors want to bring her back to Hammerfell to then face her justice. Now finally, in Sadia's defense, some things don't really seem right about this. First, these warriors are hiding out in a bandit cave. You actually have to kill a bunch of bandits before you get to them, so it seems they have some kind of agreement with them, and yeah, that looks pretty shady. In addition to that, if Sadia had really been working for the Thalmor, how come she isn't in their protection? Right, the Somerset Isles is a much safer place to hide, but instead she's at this simple inn, located in Skyrim. It's very curious. So maybe you hear Kamatu out, and you go back to Whiterun. Again, now you've got two options, turn her into Kamatu, or kill him while he's waiting at the stables, because actually this way he's alone without any of his men. Now, in Kamatu's favor, apparently if you do turn her in, there's an encounter in the future where you can get attacked by a group of Thalmor who have orders for your execution. See, you interfered with one of their spies, Sadia, and now they want you dead. Now, I've never seen that myself, I've only ever heard of it, so I can't substantiate it, but keep that in your head. But in Sadia's favor, if you still turn her in, it's possible to see her burial urn in the Hall of the Dead in Whiterun. This would imply she wasn't actually brought back to Hammerfell, but was killed by the bandits themselves for, whatever personal reason. So yeah, both sides, they've got a lot of evidence, and it's going to be hard to come up with a final decision. Unless, of course, you're tempted by a pretty face. Damn, this chick is hot! Number 3, we have who to kill during the quest with friends like these. You've been captured by Astrid, and she tells you one of these 3 prisoners has a contract out for their death. The other 2 do not. So, who do you pick? Listen to their stories, get a feel for their personalities, and then kill who you think it really is. Now, it should be noted that at any point you can say, oh, screw this, Astrid, you're a sick nut. I'm not doing any of this. And then you can kill her. This is going to start a whole new quest where you have to hunt down the entire Dark Brotherhood. You'll also be able to keep all 3 of these people alive, so if you didn't like the whole being drugged and abducted thing, this is a good way to get some instant revenge. But who wants to forfeit all of the fun quests, right? So back to the prisoners you go, and you listen to their stories. Vasha is a Khajiit who says he kills people and that he's already been captured like this before. Right, well, that was easy. Astrid, okay. Better listen to the other ones just in case, fine. Ayla Quintus is a widowed mother. She's raising 6 children by herself. This is probably the reason she has such an attitude. But, cool it, lady. She's telling me she wants to spit in my face, that if I'm gonna kill her, I should just do it already. Well, you're making it very tempting. Shut your face for a second. I've got someone else to talk to. And then finally, there's Full-Time. He's a mercenary who gets paid to kill people. All right, I can see how a family member of one of those killed people would pay to have him killed as well, but he's just so pitiful. He begs you, practically on the verge of crying, that you don't kill him. Full-Time. And he's the only one who's actually expressed that he doesn't want to be killed. Plus, he's the only one out of them who can justify his actions. He's a soldier, and he kills the enemies of other people for a living. At least that's more substantial. Okay, so I believe I've made my final decision. Full-Time, I'm keeping you alive. Vasha, it's probably you, so I'm gonna kill you. And Ayla, I'm gonna take my bow and beat you to death. I don't like you. Oh, and Astrid, I'm gonna keep you alive as well, cause damn, this chick is hot. Number 2, we have to kill Cicero or not to kill Cicero. You face this at the end of the quest, The Cure for Madness. Astrid is gonna tell you that Cicero went berserk all of a sudden. Yeah, sounds about right. And he cut Vizara and then tried to kill Astrid. And, depending on what your feelings are for her, this could very well have been a deal breaker right now. So you track him down to the sanctuary in Dawnstar, and you find Arnbjorn outside. He's already been wounded. That's fine. Might actually help me out in the long run. So you go in, and the whole time you're following his trail of blood, you're thinking, should poor Cicero die? He only attacked Astrid because he doesn't like her leadership. He doesn't like the path she's taking the Dark Brotherhood right now. And if anyone knows about perseverance and the traditional values of the group, it's Cicero. I mean, how many sanctuaries has he seen destroyed? How long has he been watching over the Night Mother? I don't know if it gets more loyal than this. But he is a pain in the ass sometimes, so it's kind of tough. So you reach the end, you finally confront him, and now the time has come. What do? You can kill him, maybe prevent him from attacking more members in the future. Plus, you will get brownie points with Astrid, and then, if Arnbjorn dies, or you can keep him alive. This is going to make him a potential companion in the future, and he's really deadly, and his commentary is all pretty funny. Plus, you can just lie to Astrid that he's dead, and she's still going to be happy with you. Kind of serves her right for drugging you and abducting you, And actually, in addition to all of this, there's a special line of dialogue from Lucien Lachance where he advises you not to kill Cicero, otherwise you're going to upset Sithis. And that's probably the absolute last thing I want to do right now in my life. So kill Cicero or not, it really just comes down to how annoying you think he is. Like if you can't stand how crazy he is, yeah, I guess kill him. Otherwise, it's probably best not to. The Void would not be very happy. And anyway, if he's gone, then who's going to oil the Night Mother's body? Well, actually, I'd give it a go. 'Cause damn, this chick is hot! And number 1, we have whether or not to kill Paarthurnax. This is required if you want to return the blades to their former glory. Otherwise, Esbern and Delphine, they're not going to have anything to do with you. Now, I could very easily live with that. My problem isn't so much if they like me or not. It's what is the moral and right thing to do in this scenario. So, throughout a lot of the main quest, Paarthurnax has been helping us. Right, when we first met him, he taught us the Fire Breath shout, and then he told us what we needed to know about Alduin, who he was, how he's come back. He then helps us open a time wound so we can see the heroes of Sovngarde stopping Alduin for the first time, and then we can learn the Dragonrend shout because of it. He also tells us about Odahviing and how we should capture him to find out where Alduin is going. So, we've been through a lot with Paarthurnax. If it weren't for him, I don't think we could have ever defeated Alduin. So the fate of Skyrim is in part due to his actions. Plus, when you're teleported back to Skyrim from Sovngarde, you see him surrounded by the rest of the dragons. He wants to teach them the way of the voice, let them harness it so they can overcome their, inherently evil nature. He wants to change the way people look at dragons, and dragons look at people. So from all of this, it can be hard to decide that he needs to die. However, Esbern and Delphian, they do make a point that he used to serve Alduin during the Merithic era, and back then, he committed horrible atrocities against mankind. It's not specified, but you can only imagine the tens of hundreds, maybe even thousands or more people that he killed during that time. And it doesn't matter how much good he does now, is that going to justify his actions, right? If you take a murderer who killed 10 people, and then have him do 10 years of community service, does that make it all better? Or 20 years or 30 years? At that point, is it still redeemable? Ultimately, this hard decision, it's up to you. Keep him alive for all the good work that he's done now, and possibly for future generations as well, or kill him to serve justice for the monstrosities of his past. And there you have it, my top 5 hardest decisions in Skyrim. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And down below, please tell me, are there any others you would add to this list? Alright, thank you very much for watching. And actually, if you need some help deciding what your character should look like, I'll help you out. It's no biggie. All you need to do is just ask me and I'll be there.